Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Here, Daily Crumb. Help you along your way today. I hope so anyway. Peace. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time of day this is for you. Ooh, and welcome. Glitching over there to the Daily Crumb with me. We usually very much like it quite friendly, freaky ass, sweet grass water medicine woman, also Christiana Christica, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here, and welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. How grows it with you? Hey, hey, hey! It's okay. Saturday, 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 Saturday morning. That's what time it is for me. What time is it for you? Brr, and it's cold here, and I am swinging. I got sniffles and tears, and the flow time is the flow time, and here we go. But it's because it's the emotions that's already there, and it just comes to the point where I'm just like, it builds up, and I try not to put the things aside, but there's sometimes that we have to, and I learned that in school, like a ground center bracket, okay? We gotta get on with our stuff and do things and whatnot and what have you. And I've always been one that I don't want to bring others down, so I keep that all to myself and not let it show. But there's also that survival thing too. When people, what's wrong with you? And blah 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 blah. And, right? People got it so much worse. What are you crying for? Or, shut up! I'll give you something to cry about. I'm not the only one that heard those kinds of messages. That's what made me lock up those tears. And now go watch my videos. They're all over the place. Whereas if you're in my real life here, not too many people have actually seen me cry in person. I go to the bathroom where I suck them in like the office there on Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Get back in there, dear. So I've always felt my emotions, just not so much showing them. Just the happy, bubbly ones that'll make others feel better. And if I'm sharing from a place of that I've gone through this sadness and that hurt, I do that from that place of so I make a big joke of it, I guess. Joke around. I'm lonely in my home and I just talk about just me and my pussies, right? Just make it funny. Me, my bitch, and my pussy. And I miss my two pictures are coming up in the memories for my children and the things that they've learned. It's life. I don't know what their journey is. They're their own human beings too, right? And it's in the hands of the divine, you know. I don't know what that is for them, each one, as I've said before, right? We don't know the lessons that each others have signed up for, whatever that is, right? We don't know best for anybody else. I mean, for a time, maybe we do know what's best for our children for a time, or we try to do what's best for them. Maybe we don't always know what's best because we're following. I mean, how long can they follow Dr. Spock and all these other things that were more damaging, that were more hurtful to children than helpful? And how much do the children get blamed? And that's something that I'm just so tired of hearing. And that's not all, it's not a blanket, but there's a lot of that. We step back from the parenting, redirection, or discipline, and let the children raise themselves or whatever, or they get overindulged, and they're the ones called entitled and spoiled brats, but they're not born like that. No. What influence have we had? If you find yourself calling a child spoiled and entitled, Can you see what's contributed to that and not blame that child? Right? Well, we need to teach them how to take accountability and responsibility, but there's that fine line there too, right? Fine line. Fine line. How much do we take on ourselves that's in survival that we did as children? How much are we still taking that on? And now, we've already survived, and how much is it holding us back from actually living our lives? I don't know. What's that for you? Okay, let's dive in. There's my little ramble for this one. I shared a little talk at this day a couple of years ago. Okay, that just keeps glitching out. It's because the wire. But it's not shaking, so I don't know. I haven't watched them back in a while, so if anybody's watching on the YouTube, the Begin with Guidance channel, let me know if the video is glitching. Right now. Okay, it glitched. It now. Again, right now. Is it glitching? Or no? Does the glitching translate when I upload it? I don't know. I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. I already did that. Let's let one fly out here. What's going on here? Well, not fly, okay? Let's kind of keep it in this vicinity here, okay? Thank you, sweet Jesus. God, all my love and relation. Here we go. Affirmation, inspiration, and reflection. There's 3 on the top. Here we go. Okay, fine. I know I'm needing that extra. I know. Maybe there's others out there too needing a little bit extra right now. A little bit extra loving and gentleness, a little extra TLC. Tender loving, mate. Well, no, I can't get real. I need some tender loving care. Okay, self-love is an ocean, and your heart is a vessel. Make it full, and any excess will spill over into the lives of the people you hold dear. But you must come first, right? You're the human with you from the time of your conception until the time you go. Beau Taplin, so be nice to yourself. Recite these words in your heart. I am worthy of all the good things in my life. I am worthy of all the good things in my life. I am worthy of good things in my life. Right? We can look at all the shit, whatever. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Where are you looking? I don't know. You are worthy of good things in your life, and you're worthy of the good things in your life. And let's look at that. There's always some good things in our lives. Through the thickest of the shit of it, there's some good things there. We wouldn't still be here. I don't know. That's how I see it. That's my opinion, and I'm not trying to put it in your face or anything. Right. Here we go. Truth is protection. That's right. No. Know that. That we're all human beings here. That's the truth. We're all loved beyond measure. We're all born. We're all gonna die. There we go. That's the cycle of the life. Okay, that just keeps glitching and glitching and glitching. You gotta tell me if that's glitching on there. I think I gotta fix that. I gotta play with the wire. Twig it. Okay, that's enough. Oh, but I can't reach it. That means I gotta reach over everything. Probably knock everything over. We're growing with it, okay? We're just growing with it. Hopefully it's not really glitching. Maybe it doesn't do that when it translates over. I don't know. But here we grow. We're healing. Right? We need that truth. We need to tell ourselves that truth, that all those behaviors and stuff like that was that survival. And we give ourselves love. Right? Love that little inside. And right, love source, love self, love others. It needs to grow like that. Source, self, and others. Right. Love is that creator loves us, like that unconditional love of a parent, right? I understand it so much more, right? That generous protector that's always there for us. And maybe sometimes we're trying to protect our children, but we can't protect them from life. And what are we protecting them from? Their own life lessons, right? And learning and growing. And what are we teaching them? Right? Then they can learn the learned helplessness. They can't do anything on their own and can't make a sandwich. And that doesn't build confidence. So let's heal that. Can be their protector, but we can't save them from everything, right? We give them the tools, the guidance, but we have to let them out, right? The mother bird's gotta kick those babies from the nest. It's time for them to launch. But a lot of us, and it's not for the children, it's not what's best for the children we're doing. It's what's best for us and how we're feeling, and we're feeling guilty, and we don't want to see them sad, and we don't want to see them hurt, and all those kinds of things, right? We 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 forget what it's taken for us to appreciate the things in our lives. How did we learn to appreciate things, right? Did we appreciate the things that were just handed to us? Did we appreciate things more after when we had to find a job and work for them ourselves? Did we take better care of things? Did we then have more understanding? I know there's many times have my little one on the floor or whatever, throwing a tantrum, and I'm like, I'm sorry, mom, I'm sorry, mom, I'm sorry, mom, because then I'm remembering, and I'm not. She's still on this earth walk right now, so I'm saying it through the spirit of her higher self. There, whatever. Too much explaining. But anyways, what do we take on it? Let's look back, okay? They're not perfect. They did the best they could with what they knew how, but now yeah, blame the kids because we stepped back and allowed other things to come in and raise our children. I don't know. What's that for you? What's that for you? I know I have strong opinions on that, but I'm also very educated in that area too. I aced. I got a child psychology diploma with highest honors, and I've taken the first year of ECE. I've taken helping children through divorce and trauma. I've taken Empower to Connect. And that's helping children in the foster system are going through trauma and troubling times and separation and things like that. So it's not just of my opinion I am speaking, it is that education in there as well. But let's tap into that. Let's get into that hour of joy. Because you know what? When everything's so heavy, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn some music on. I'm going to swing it. I'm going to dance around. I'm going to do something I need to do for me, show myself some love. Just be gentle. Just be gentle. I forgot to do the other one. So, the inspiration on that one, a divine power has woven every moment into the intricate tapestry of life to help guide our spiritual progress. Trust in that power and move through your life with confidence and humility. Take care to channel energy in and energy out today. Strive for balance. That's a 41. There's a 5, right? And that one was a 2. So channel that energy in and out, right? That cup is full. We got to fill our cup and then share some out, right? Fill the cup, the swinging and stuff like that, and share it, right? And for this is helping me, and I'll help you too. I don't want to depress anybody else, but you know what? Here, don't take on my shit, But I know there's many others that can relate. I am not the only one. Solitude is where I place my chaos to rest and awaken my inner peace. In one hand, you hold your wildness. In the other hand, your quietness. Draw from each as needed. That's a 56, which makes an 11. So this is how we do, right? This is how we do it. We can go quiet. We can twist and shout and turn it all about. It just depends on what you choose for yourself now. Ah, you see, here we grow. Joy's in the sorrow. Okay, we can still have that joy even in our deepest sorrows. Okay, it's that choice, that Sundance. We'd be grateful for all that we have. We don't have to sacrifice ourselves anymore. We've had the ultimate sacrifice made for us all. We can be grateful for that. Well, the warriors, right? That was their way to connect with the Mother Earth and to connect with our earthly mothers here, right? They pierce through the pectorals, they dance to and fro that tree of life, and it's all representing about what us mothers grow through when we're giving birth. Blood, sweat, and tears left on that delivery floor. The blood, sweat, and tears left on that Sundance grounds, those sacred grounds, right? And to sacrifice is to make sacred. But there's no more of sacrificing ourselves. We don't need to do that anymore. That ultimate sacrifice was made. We're here to live and enjoy that life and know that we are protected and that we are loved and we are healing. And when we do that healing, now we're healing the generations behind and the generations ahead of us, and especially those ones ahead to come. Let's change these toxic cycles, right? Return to that innocence. Let those children be children, okay? Let the children be children, but let them learn, okay? The truth is, That's the shortest time in our lives. We're only going to be children for a short time, so let's enjoy that. But we need to prepare for that longer time in our lives, for that responsibility. That's the truth. And if we're not teaching them, we're the guides to that. We need to teach our children how to care for themselves. And if we're not doing that, then we are failing our children. They're going to have a rude awakening when they get out there, and then they're going to be posting tickety-tockety videos about suing your parents if they say you have to work because you didn't choose to be born. But what is the messages we're giving to our children? We can go, oh my goodness, look at that entitled brat up there. Where did they get that idea? And she said, right in that video, my parents did everything for me, and then I turn a certain age and they say, now I've got to work? What? How are we doing that to our children? Let's return to those innocence because, hey, we were doing well, we were just following along, not even listening to our instincts. Maybe instincts were telling us something different. Maybe that intuition was telling us something different, but we're like, no, this is how it's done. This is how we must do. I don't know. What's that for you? But look at that. Return to that innocence because we're all innocent, yet we're not. But yet we all are. But every child is innocent. Every child learns what they live. Right? Okay? I don't know. What's that for you? What's that all say to you, beautiful beings? What's that all say to you? Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know what? This world needs you. Just to be you. Fully, holy, and true. Don't let this world miss out on you. So glad that you're here on this earth walk. I'm so glad, like me, you choose to stay every day. Grow, grow, grow. Slow, slow, slow. Make this another wonderful, blessed day. Love you all. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now we grow. Come closer, come closer. And I gotta do it this way. Well, hey, 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 hey. I got you weirdo, wouldn't have you any other way. No, I'm sorry if you were. Well, it's time for you to move on. I don't know. It's the way I come. Okay, here we go.